my name is Erica and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am a Navy spouse and we are currently stationed in Rota, Spain. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how things are going and our process of moving on base. When we arrived here back in December, we had known that we were wanting to move on base, and we reached out to housing to let them know that we had arrived, that we were of course on ROM, and then once we were out of ROM we would like to potentially tour a unit, and that is what we did. We toured a unit that was a few doors down. We thought that it was enough space for all of us. We thought it was adequate for our family, and decided to go ahead and sign up or sign to get a unit on base. Prior to coming here, I had thought that I absolutely wanted to be out in town. Like I wanted to be around, the community here. Like I wanted to, have a bigger place so that if family and friends were able to come here, then, I wanted to be able to host them, if possible, save people, some money and, prevent them from having to have a hotel and everything like that. But with everything that happened in 2020 and is still happening, we don't know. There's still a little bit of uncertainty with how things are going to go, so we weren't sure, and we didn't want to be locked into a bigger home with us not knowing if our families would even be able to come here. So when and if we hope they'll be able to come. They'll have to have a hotel, but as far as us being able to like hang out in this space and there's plenty of room for us to have plenty of people. We have a sectional. I'd like to get a larger-ish size table in here, but that was kind of our thinking. I was really very much so had it in my mind that I would not be living on base back in the fall of 2019 when we found out we were going to be coming here. But I mean, along the way, I felt like it would be something that I wanted to potentially try. And I feel like, if you're thinking about it, it doesn't hurt to just look at a unit. If you don't like it, you don't have to sign the dotted line to be in the house. I feel like if you feel it in your gut, if you're feeling or you're thinking about it or even curious, I would say when you get here, just tour a unit. If you like it, obviously you'll move forward. If you don't, then proceed with looking for something out in town. I'm really happy that I didn't really have a ton of information about what the housing would be, because I feel like I would have been overwhelmed and overthinking it. But like I said, it's really up to you, but for us and for our family, this is a really good unit for us. I'm looking down because I'm just trying to make sure that I'm going to be talking about everything that I wanted to say. Also, something just to note that I really like about living on base is all of the plugs and things are, adaptable to all of the things that we brought here. Like I know there are converters and things that you can get, but it's just really convenient to just be able to plug in our TVs or plug in our lamps or plug in our different things like that. So I don't know, it's just little things like that that I do like and am enjoying about living on base. I also really like that there are a lot of parks and little play areas for kids. I feel like there's also a lot of opportunity for someone like me who is or tends to be a little bit more of an introvert. It helps me to be able to just like see other people, see other moms and other parents with kids, and gives me an opportunity to sort of like put myself out there and talk to people. So I feel like that's really good for me. I feel like if I lived out in town, it would be very easy for me to just get super comfortable and get super introverted, very much so just inside and not wanting to go anywhere, just being like, I don't know, it just wouldn't be good for me. So this has been good. I mean, I haven't been able to like, you know, maybe interact socially as much as I would like to, but I feel like with the way that things are going, hopefully with time, all of that will come. But for me, I've really enjoyed living on base, and it's been really convenient. And I feel like it has been a really good way for me and my family to ease our way into living into Spain, because it is a really big change and a bit of a culture shock for our family. Sorry if you just heard that. They're doing something in the back of our house. There are something they're doing. I don't know. They're building something back there. I'm not really 100% sure. So if you did hear that, I apologize. Anyway, but yeah, like so far so good for us. I'm enjoying it. I like living on base. Like I said, it's easing us into this whole process, and being close to the commissary and the exchange, so that if I do need a little something, I can just run and get it, and have things that are familiar to me. I mean, for some folks, maybe they just want to be out in town and they just want to like learn and experience all of the things that Spain has for them, and I think that's great. But if you are someone like me who has wanted to kind of ease your way into the whole process, consider living on base. One thing that I've noticed as it's getting a little bit warmer, I've noticed a lot of like critters and bugs. But prior to living here, I lived in Florida my entire life, so bugs are bugs, and that's why you have bug spray. But I would say that's the only thing that I have not been really fond of, is the bugs. I feel like otherwise, I've really enjoyed living on base. I really like it. No one bothers me. I feel safe here if my husband isn't around. Not to say that I don't feel safe when I'm out in town, because I really do, like, surprisingly, for not knowing the area, or not that I've been a ton of places, but anywhere that I have been, I've felt very comfortable here. And even if I can't, because I'm not fluent in Spanish, but when I am interacting with people, people are very, very kind and understanding. So that has been really nice, and has made me very much so, even more so, like, empathetic of people that have to like immigrate to other countries, or like move to another place. I just feel like it just takes a whole lot of courage, especially if you don't know the language of the place that you're living in. It's tough. And so I'm really grateful that the Spanish people that I've interacted with have been really, really great. So like I said, so far so good. Enjoying base housing, enjoying having just enough space for us, having just enough yard, and having all of the sort of American conveniences, while getting to, when I'm out and about, explore Spain. So that's my take on it. If you have any questions about base housing, or anything else, I would be more than happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.